with Unico Williams. That's right, it's your boy coming at you. It doesn't matter when I'm coming at you, but you know my favorite day of the week is Thursday. Why? Because I was born on a Thursday at 11:47 a.m. Woo! Oh, so happy to be back. It's early in the week, isn't it? It's Tuesday, isn't it? A lot been going on lately, man. It's a pretty action-packed weekend. We had a great weekend. We got to celebrate the twins' birthday. That was amazing. What else did we do? Monday was pretty par for the course, and then just so much news just popping off today, actually. So that's kind of what prompted me. But I definitely feel like I should come and see you all more often. I definitely should. I need for y'all to feel me. Okay, I need y'all to feel me. Um, but yeah, man, this week so far has been a pretty damn good week, and I can't complain. I cannot complain whatsoever. But um, you know, enough about me. Enough about me. Let's uh let's talk about you. You're my favorite topic. You're my of all the things that I love to talk about and all the things that happen in life and all that type of stuff. You're my favorite topic. So how are you today? What did you do today? Did you take a little time off for yourself? Are you feeling refreshed? I tell you what, I felt refreshed. I had a very nice tall glass, a very tall glass of cold water today, and it was so refreshing to my spirit and my soul. And I gotta say, it's just been a pleasure. And look, we're back together again. And isn't that in and of itself refreshing? Woo! I got a couple of topics for us. I'm gonna try and make this quick. I'm gonna try and make sure that I don't talk all damn night. I gotta call my nieces and nephews back. I don't know what the hell they calling me about right now, but I'm gonna call them after this. I love y'all. Um, it's Tuesday at 8:20 p.m. Okay. Eastern Standard Time. So anyway, let's get to our first topic. Man, damn, Bill Cosby is back in the news again. And apparently, Bill Cosby is being sued by 5 new women for alleged sexual assault again. Again. He just got it overturned on a technicality because he literally told on himself, allegedly. He literally told on himself, and then they went back and used that against him. And it's like, no, you know better than that. We told you a part of the agreement for me to tell on myself, y'all can't bring me up on charges. So that's how he got out of that debacle last summer, I believe. Yeah, summer 2021. Now, apparently, there's this new Adult Survivors Act in New York. So essentially, if you have survived some kind of assault or something, you could go past the statutes of limitation and accuse someone. Now, they're saying that some of the alleged victims appeared on the Cosby Show. One of them being somebody that played a reoccurring minor role uh, as a security guard or police officer. But yeah, they're trying to get Cosby for assault and battery and emotional distress, allegedly. Cosby's camp has come out and said, since I'm not guilty. That's what Cosby said. Bill Cosby said he is not guilty. Now you told on yourself once, and I think they just wanted to get that out there that you told on yourself that you had been doing this and they call you alleged pill Cosby. But I don't know. I don't know. I'm not. This is all so strange to me because one of the alleged victims says that the alleged assault was from 1969. When I think of 1969, yeah, I think of like, we went to the moon, but I think of the song from Lizzie McGuire, We Went to the Moon, or even, was it even Stevens? One of the two. We was rich niggas growing up. We had Disney Channel. But we went to the moon in 1969, not 1968, but a year later. 1969. See, first of all, I didn't understand how he got popped off in the first place. I didn't understand how he got popped off in the first place from these other allegations because they're like, oh, this happened in 1980. I promise you, we was at the Playboy Mansion in 1980, and Bill Cosby was there, and this, that, and the third happened. I don't know how they got him in the first place on that. I mean, it's literally he say, she say. And then if enough people come together and say you did something, man, I get it. But isn't that how conspiracy works? I'm not saying that I'm not taking anything away from the alleged victims. I'm not taking anything away from that. But I'm telling you, some of this stuff, when it's starting to feel like a money grab and it's taken away from people that are actually going through these horrific experiences. You know, they talk about Cardi B did what she did allegedly back in the day. Okay. Nobody bats an eye at that. Nobody's trying to bring her up on charges like, man, bro, I pulled her from the strip club. She got me faded. I thought I was about to bang her out. I just woke up the next day. My wallet was gone. I had to explain something. I had to explain why I was broke to my wife the next day. That's what all that's about, in my opinion. It's alleged. All of it's alleged. But you can't bring Cardi up. And I'm not trying to like snitch on Cardi B. What I'm saying is this is that if she did something this recent and literally told us about it, how are y'all bringing up stuff from 1969 to talk about Bill Cosby? I don't understand. Like it's just like you can somebody can people just say you did stuff? Is that how this works? People could just say you did stuff and then you have to go to jail for it. You have to get out on bond. You have to pay money to get out. You got to pay for a lawyer. You got to do all this type of stuff. Then you're guilty or not guilty, but you lost time, bruh. You lost time. Time is the most valuable thing that we have. It's no time to waste it. And you got to spend some of your time back, like you got to spend some of your time being locked up. You got to spend some of your time on house arrest until you're proven innocent. 1969? How are they going to prove? How do you prove that? I've been watching a lot of court cases ever since pretty much George Floyd and Christopher Watts. That's really what got me into court cases and trials and stuff like that. But George Floyd really got me into it. So I'm just always watching trials and stuff. I'm watching because somebody knows the truth. Maybe both parties know the truth, but um, it's one person or one party's side to dispel the truth, right? And that's the burden of prosecution, and that's the burden of the defendant. 1969? What you know what the technology was like in 1969? It wasn't like this. It wasn't like this. I don't know, man. Something don't smell right about this pot of chitlins. We got like we just had the Deshaun Watson incident come up, right? The 10 of his accusers allegedly were set um to go to this game that was in Houston this past Sunday. Why would you do that? But some are saying like, oh well, I'm still here. We're still here. You're not getting away with this. Y'all got paid, and y'all took the payment. You took the payment. Did you want real justice or did you want payment? I'm listen. Where two or three are gathered, they say that in the Bible. What they say? Threes, threes a crowd. I don't. All I'm saying is this: when you get enough people together, when you get enough people together, and y'all all get on one accord and say this one thing, yeah, it's not looking good for the person you're saying this about. But we saw, we just saw what happened to Kyrie Irving. We literally just saw that. Everybody turned their back on Kyrie Irving because he believes in a thing. He retweeted something. He reposted something that other people, in a sense, I feel like, man, let's be real, man. That gatekeeping, they're trying to gatekeep Kyrie from being his true, like embracing who he is. He's embracing his history. I can sit up here and be like, oh no, I'm just some cat I'm just some cat from Indiana. But my history is much deeper than that. My history is rooted in the South. But that would be like that would be like, my people or people that's from the South to say, You ain't from the South. You ain't got no bar. You ain't got nothing going on here. What? It's a part of my culture too. So we see what happens when a whole bunch of people get together and they just say one thing, and that one person is left alone. Because we 100% saw how people turn their backs on Kyrie, just like that. Even some people that look like him. So I don't know, bitch. I just thought I'd start off with that. Oh, moving on. Speaking of alleges and accusations and this, that, and the third. New charges have been brought up on what that boy name is. Tory Lanez facing new charge of discharging a firearm with gross negligence. A new charge. Now, this is all happening while they're going through the jury selection process. This is happening during that time. So they brought up some more charges. Sometimes the more charges you bring up, the more flexibility that it can give to the prosecution to like make something stick. You know what I mean? Just make something stick and say we got a conviction out of you somehow. Now, mind you, this comes on the heels of opening statements that are supposed to really start really pretty fairly quickly. Seeing as how to start this happened like 2 years ago. After leaving one of them Kardashian girls or Jenner girls, leaving one of their cribs, one of their parties. Allegedly, Meg wasn't feeling Tory being too comfortable with that Jenner girl or Kardashian girl. I'm not sure which one it was. I don't know. Don't give me the line because I don't know. I was in the house trying to stay away from COVID. Like the rest of the world was supposed to be doing it. That doggone party, maybe they wouldn't be in no trouble today. But that's neither here nor there. It's coming on the heels of apparently there was some kind of argument, and allegedly, Daystar, aka Tory Lanez, he allegedly shot at Meg the Stallion's feet during the argument and allegedly said, "Dance, bitch." So that trial's coming up. That's going to be something that is very interesting. But this new charge of discharging a firearm with gross negligence, this carries a possible 6-year prison term and is grounds for deportation. So for those that don't know, Tory Lanez is from Canada. He be hanging out here in America because why wouldn't you? Why wouldn't you be rich and not hang out in America? So that being said, we just gonna keep our eyes on that report. And last but not least, certainly not least, I'm sure you all heard it in the news. Coach Prime, aka Deion Sanders, has moved on from Jackson State as their head coach to be the coach of Colorado. Colorado's coming off a 1-11 season, but and people have their own feelings about this. I feel like you should quote unquote elevate, right? I feel like the goal is, and let me get the script out of here. Let me talk. The goal is to elevate. It is to elevate. You are supposed to always want a little bit more. And sometimes you have a team. Sometimes whether that's at your actual job or you know what I'm saying, or maybe you're playing an AAU team, but some of them, bigger schools come around. They're like, man, you join our team, bro. Join our team. Okay. Elevate. Get in a better situation. I get that. But when you lay the groundwork or the foundation for why you're there in the first place, as to you're going to elevate HBCUs. God called me to come elevate HBCUs. God, I was called to show those big recruits. I was called to show those big recruits, those number one recruits, those 5-star recruits. I was called upon to let them know that ain't nothing wrong with no HBCU and you can still go to the league off of it. You walked into those people's homes, those grandmas that you know so well, those mamas that you know so well, with them oh so beautiful, wonderful Southern values. and you sold them on that. That's the only problem that people got is that you was like, yo, I want to show that HBCUs are to be respected. HBCUs, you can make it out the game going to an HBCU. I'll never forget when I was coming out of high school, I really wanted to go to Tennessee State. I wanted to play ball there. And my coach, he kind of dissuaded me from it a little bit. He's like, man, those boys, they play hard down there. They them some ballers, man. You sure you want to do this? Man. Trying to like almost scare me off from going to the HBCU. And so I didn't. I didn't go to Tennessee State. I played it close to the vest. Played it close, stayed close to home. Dumb. Should have went to Tennessee State. And I would probably be on 106.9 or something like that at this point. But here we are, we're doing it. We're doing it how we do it. God don't make no mistakes. But you know, the majority of the NFL and basketball and NBA is black. So why wouldn't the best athletes be? Why wouldn't they be at the HBCUs? I don't understand. Why wouldn't that be the talent pool? Anyway, that's the only reason people have a problem with what Prime said. It's only because of how you walked in the house. When you walk in the house and you being humble and you saying, I'm gonna do this, I'm gonna take care of everything. I'm gonna wash the dishes. If y'all let me stay in y'all house, I'm gonna prove to y'all that I'm good at what I do. I'm gonna make what that lady name was with the umbrella that come down, Mary Poppins. You come in there, you say, I'm gonna do this great thing. And you do some great stuff. The house looks amazing. The house looks good. But the problem is at some point, we thought you was with the family. We thought you was with us. That's the only reason we let you in the house. And when you leave the house, you decide one day that you're going to leave and go to another house. I'm not going to say a better. I'm not going to say a better house. I'm not going to say a bigger house. Might be a bigger house. But you go to another house. You say, my time here is done. I'm leaving. But your whole premise was to make sure that this crib was straight. Now, I believe Dion. When you spend the night at somebody's house, you fold up the blanket. You don't know where the blankets go, but you at least fold them up, make it look nice. You know what I'm saying? If you had some dishes, you washed them before you left. You know what I mean? Make the bed up if that's what you did, because if you sleep on the couch, you got to fold them covers up. But if you slept in the bed, they was nice enough to let you sleep in the bed. You made that bed up, so you left it looking nice. And you may have even shown how to maintain it. But you have this luxury that Jackson State does not have. The luxury that you have is that you are you, and we know what we're getting out of you. But the next person that comes in, this is a program in a city that is surrounded by all type of just misdeeds all over the place. Money coming up missing, all type of stuff. The hell, they even stole from you. All I'm saying is, I think that this was a good thing for you. I'm happy for you, Coach Prime. I'm glad you got I'm glad you got an opportunity that pays you a lot more for sure. Yeah, I know. We know that you donated half your salary. We know all that to make. I'm not sure if they're going to have if this impact in everything that you did, because I think that even during this time when Coach Prime was there, in the midst of the people he was trying to help, he was getting hit. He was getting met with a lot of hate from people that look like him. Everybody got something to say. Oh, he coming here showing off. Man, I fed your team. Now, is he shitting on people? But man, he's like, man, look, man, I know y'all ain't got nothing to eat. Come on in here, eat with us, man. Come, man, I ain't fed y'all right down there at Southern, and God knows how long. You know what I'm saying? Could that be a flex that I came down here and fed your team? Could that be something that buffers what you're doing now? Is for you to be able to say, well, to help you sleep better at night about your decision. to say, I did all this for y'all. But, or is that 5 million a year? Sign for 3 years or 4 years, $1.2 million. And then you sign 5 years for 30. That might be able to help you sleep a little bit better at night. But I don't know. Wish you luck, Coach Prime. I understand. All I'm saying is that just how you rode in, it just feels like it's opposite of how you rode out. Now, ladies, if you looking for somebody that's gonna start something and finish it, then look no further than me. That's right. Go to christianmingle.com, look up our Swallow, and baby, when I lays it down, ain't nowhere to go but up. Also, you know the deal. You know the deal. We on Apple Podcasts, Google Podcasts, Mama, I'm on Spotify, Overall 99 Media on YouTube, Blur Cartel, Locker Room Talk, Man Cave, Just a Fan, Baller Friday, and much more right here on Overall 99 Media. But you know the deal. Do you hear me with Unico Williams? I'm right here, okay? Right here on the Facebook, but you know where else you find me. So with that being said, thank you so much for tuning in to another episode of Do You Hear Me? With Unico Williams. I holla. Thanks for watching. Make sure you follow me on all my social media platforms. Don't forget, every Thursday, the full podcast is on Apple Podcasts, Google Podcasts, and Mama, I'm on Spotify. Overall 99 ENT bring you videos from Friday all the way to Friday. So be sure to like and subscribe to the channel. We appreciate it. Again, thank you so much. I holla.